Yoda Soda Creations podcast. Government's TV reasons. Slight delay from how certain things have been for a while now, but I'll let my host explain.
Yeah, so, I gotta go walk the dog. Yeah, basically, so the people I usually, that are usually here are away, but my cousin's wife was having her parents, watch the animals, but they're out at the moment, and they're gonna be a bit late getting back, so, I had to take the dog out for a walk, so, yeah, that's the reason for the slight start delay. Sorry about that. I was literally called, 15 minutes before we would usually start, so, yeah, if I had known this was going to be an issue, I would have done this, I would have done that a few hours ago. But anyway, so, how was the last week? So, again, I haven't really done any streams or anything. I'm kind of still on a partial cooldown period. Well, not exactly. I have been scheduling all my videos for release on YouTube. I have Pokemon going until the beginning of August. I should have for a decent amount of time. I mean, these are pack openings and not actual gameplay. Though I do plan on, at some point, recording more Magic Arena. Yeah, it's mainly been just kind of a chill week. I got my Secret Lair cards in, including the My Little Ponies cards. Those are cool. And I have the Cat Secret Lair cards coming in next week. Actually, yeah, speaking of cards, I actually got a big carrying case box thing for all my cards that I need to actually fill up. So it's it has a little old turn latch mechanism to keep the lid closed, so that's pretty nice. Got my hair cut. That's cool. Hopefully that'll help with some of the issues I've been having lately. Yeah, honestly, there hasn't really been much going on. Like I said, I've just been kind of tired and just generally kind of just, eh. Admittedly, if I didn't have my hair appointment today, maybe I would have done a stream or something. But I did, so I didn't. So, yeah, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But, yeah, overall, a fairly uneventful week. I'm holding off on any major purchases for another couple weeks until I find out whether or not MagicCon Amsterdam is going to have a festival in a box or not. They haven't had one in the past, but that doesn't mean that they won't do it now. So just on standby. Yeah, other than that, that's basically my week. Yeah. So, how's your week been going?
So some of the convention kind of ended up being a repeat of last year, but thankfully there were two good things I managed to get out of it. Got a good chunk of the high priority ones, so I don't have to worry about those people for the time being at least. Kind of ends up with last year in a sense. Second piece of good news, I recently found out at least one of those is going to be coming to City, so I'll be able to find a chance to register and then get my some other reservations out of the way. Brendan is going for this with some spare time. Closing hours of the convention next week, so that was interesting too. Come across and relive in a sense. I just saw where my Twitch is. I do if I managed to be wrong, but also as I went with a new venture, so you know, again, first thing I was just whatever cards since I first. Looking through business holds, so until after we turn, so getting back to how things usually go in between events and some other things. since for time being certain. Well, especially in the coming weekend will. So we did, but hope I should talk to these people. Should be secondary at the same time at some point, and yeah, now just need to figure things on this list. Few sets and so I managed to get the sheet in these bites. Some setbacks and a few things. We get there. We're something else next week. Yeah, this one's basically just trying to readjust as well as figure out the coming month.
Um, yeah, tonight's episode. It's like, yeah, I saw the list. Like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, a lot of the early series episodes are kind of weird. Like they haven't quite established exactly how this world works yet. Also, it's like Wow, Pikachu seemed really squeaky this episode. Yeah, I I'm just a little bit off today. It's like it's been kind of all over the place. I tried making some sweet potato fries earlier. It didn't quite work out, but it involved an air fryer. So like I'm kind of warm right now. So like my brain is like I'm being cooled by the AC, but my brain's still partly fried right now. It's like part of my brain's like, okay, ready to go. The other part's like, wait, hold on. Uh, oh, episode 9. So the group is still on their way to. So I'm pretty sure they're still on their way to Million City. Okay. And Brock's like, yeah, I should cook something, but I can't cook without firewood. And Missy's like, oh wow, like I'll give up a chance to go for to stay here. Basically saying like, okay, Ash, you firewood. So Ash goes searching, and it's all foggy everywhere. And he comes across these kids like this one kid's running on a treadmill, and the other's missing him, and if he doesn't answer quick, they'll up his speed. So yeah, they're part of the Pokemon Technical Institute, aka one of those rich kids schools. Well, okay, mostly rich kids schools. The kid that's being bullied, he actually got in because his parents worked really hard to save up the money. But for the most part, it's rich kids school. And like Ash goes up, like, "Hey, stop picking on him!" And like, "Oh, we're just trying to teach him like, if you can't learn, you can't be strong. If you're not strong, you're not good enough for us," and stuff like that. Basically, like, everything they're better than one because they go to the rich kids. Their default, they're better than everyone. Yeah, Miss goes up, and it's like she also tries to defend the kid, and they learn that this whole training thing, it's not the official part of the school, but it's something that one of the students set up, and like the teacher kind of don't know, or they're pretending to not know. So like, okay, we're gonna go to the student, and we're gonna stop this. And this episode introduces the concept of levels. Like, oh yeah, Pidgey evolves into Pidgeotto at level 18, and learns whatever at level such and such, and it's like, again, this is episode 9. I haven't quite worked out exactly how this world works yet. So there's like, okay, what if game logic? Mind you, game logic went out the window when Pikachu shocked Onyx. But we'll get to that later. Well, not that exactly later, but you'll see. So yeah, they go in, and it's like, and they don't find the stat student yet, but the kid they help, like, yeah, it's like, I'm just a beginner student, which means I'm like equivalent. Beginner student is like equivalent to having 2 badges, and like when you can finally get out of here, or when you finally graduate, you can go take on the Pokemon League without having to travel everywhere. Or basically, the rich kid gets to go on ahead without having to do any of the actual proper hard work. I mean, not have to study, but it's not the same thing. And it's like, and basically, there's a whole thing where he's like, "Oh yeah," Missy's like, "Oh yeah, I'm part of the Cerulean City gym," and the kid's like, "Oh yeah, that's easy. Like, I have tons of hours on the simulator. Like, Pokemon there are easy." And this is a real strike against Misty's pride, so she just challenges him right then and there. Like, and the kid's like, I got this. He don't got this. And yeah, the student they're looking for, I believe it was Dozelle. Like she shows up like, well, obviously this is a gym trainer's Pokemon, therefore has more battle experience. It's like, okay, fair. I mean, they still go on about levels and stuff, but it's like actually translating into actual battle experience. Like, okay, that's better. So, yeah, she challenges Misty to a Pokemon battle. So it's Misty starting against Giselle's Graveler. Graveler wins. She goes on about how it's like a much higher battle level or whatever. But it's like honestly, she probably could have like did some resistance training, like get it more like well, also regular, just having more training in general. But like having it get used to being exposed to water, therefore make it less likely to flinch, make it be able to like tough it out and everything. So it's like then Ash challenges her. So it's Pikachu versus Giselle's Cubone, and it's like Giselle's just being she's just mocking everyone. And to be fair, Cubone's doing a really good job. Like he's whacking Pikachu all over the place. In fact, like, oh no, Pikachu got hit with a button ring again. Ooh, that ouch. Like seriously, he was already down. But like no, Ash and Pikachu are not gonna take it like this. Like they're gonna fight back. So on the next toss of the button ring, Pikachu jumps over Cubone, leaps up to Cubone, spins the skull on around, scratches at the tail, jumps over, turns the back around, and Cubone gets hit with the boomerang. Or as I put it, Cubone hit itself in its confusion. So yeah, Joel has just been humble. Like, oh well, they don't teach you about that. It's like, yes, having more battle experience is one thing, but battle tactics are another thing altogether. Oh yeah, Team Rocket in this episode. Yeah, apparently they were former students, which okay, slight continuity conflict, mind you, that their backstory wasn't worked out until later. Now for James, this is fine. Like, spoiler warning: later on, it's revealed that he came from a rich family, so like he could have very easily been. Wait, no, that doesn't work either, because he ran away when he was. Didn't he run away as a kid? Theoretically, he could have been part of Pokemon Tech. Jessie, on the other hand, if I recall correctly, part of her backstory had her having to eat snow as a child because they didn't have anything else. But yeah, apparently those two are known as the worst scores ever. So yeah, those two are like, okay, we are so getting back at these people. Haha, we're Team Rocket. We are. Why are you all taking your Pokemon out? I just bluntly, bad guys don't follow the rules. And like everyone just starts assaulting Team Rocket with their Pokeballs. Like, oh my god, these are like the most sensible trainers ever. If you're up against a criminal organization, the rules need not apply. Use all of your Pokemon. It's like the amount of times Ash could have gotten out of trouble if he just had like I don't know, Butterfree deposit some of its sleep or stun power into a baggie for him to toss at Team Rocket every now and then. It's like, oh no, Team Rocket, pocket powder. just sleep powder to the face. So yeah, Team Rocket is chased off, even getting not even a chance to fight. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna head back home, start from scratch with my first Pokemon. Like, just go with the Ash route. And just start sticking around. But it's like, by this point, she's been humble, and it's like, yeah, I hope you do really well. Hopefully someday we'll meet at the Pokemon League. Whether or not they will or not, who knows, who cares, they're never mentioned again. Much like most episode of the much like most story of the day characters. All these hopes and dreams ending up to not matter in the end. Because yeah, that episode again, like early series weirdness, trying to work out exactly how everything works. Like you got Pokemon levels being mentioned, like specific levels that they evolve at this level, and then that level, and then battle experience, and then all sorts of stuff, and yeah. And yeah, not bad, all things considered. Again, the fact that all the students pretty much just getting up on Team Rocket is like, oh my god, yes, please, more of that. Yeah.
So, based on what I'm hearing in terms of the whole Team Rocket thing, it almost feels like that. Almost feels like that's some Square Enixisms snuck their way into the writing. As pretty sure there are several times that the Kingdom Hearts continuity tends to also get jumbled.
Yeah. To be fair, they probably weren't even thinking about an actual continuity in this episode. Because, again, this is only 9 episodes in, so. It would be not a real priority. For something, they probably weren't even sure if it was going to last more than one season.
On that note, I don't think on that note the bike opposite has been forgotten. So it's a matter of time how long before that issue gets resolved.
Yeah.
using bookmarks survey during travels, which of course came into play more other times of the year, including, of course, my introductory film.
Yeah, it's just classic early series Pokemon. A bit wonky, but still, it's a classic. And you can't really go wrong with it.
Once I last episode, though, the end promptly surprised me. Again, over time, I've learned to pick up certain tropes. Again, over time, I learned to pick up some tropes that publishers have to use, but once again, two things run from the predictable. Because Frenzy never expected another form of alliance at the end.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell at this point whether they will be one of her potentially revisiting later journeys. Given recent shifts in terms of main focuses. And I do feel that it might be revisited at some point. Give that the departure wasn't good terms. I need to consider some credit notes. I know this is somewhere around surprisingly. Not sure if it's misspelling or something different, but Talking with the executive producer. Composer's last name was Miyazaki. And Chris Freeman of the adaptations team.
Yep. Okay. Vegeta. Got quite a few times for the News Network, actually. So, looks like it was a semi-eventful week. But first, just gonna take a sip. Gotta stay hydrated. The 34-foot tall Trojan horse of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is now on display at Universal City Walk. And that's City Walk, W-A-L-K, not City Walk, W-O-K. I think I read that and said it's City Walk. And I just went South Park. Like, wasn't like a running joke thing being like a restaurant called City Walk, but it's pronounced with the stereotypical Asian accent? But I just went there.
I know what you mean. There was an old place we used to go to get Chinese that actually had walk in its title.
Yeah. Toy Story 5 producer Lindsay Collins says Taylor Swift wrote her original song, I Knew It, I Knew You, as a love letter to Jessie. But she was like, I think this is the song I'm about to write for Jessie that she deserves at the end of this movie. Okay. The Trojan Horse popcorn bucket for the Odyssey has been revealed to be massive. Oh wow, that is big. Ah. Yeah, okay. I hear 1 out of 100 horse popcorn buckets will be filled with toy soldiers. A daytime fireworks show happened for the live-action Moana remake in Miami, featuring the book from the actual film. A24 has released a statement defending their AI research partnership with Google. Quote, our relationship with our audience is something we don't take for granted. This partnership exists because we want to dictate what tools get built for artists. So they have a voice in shaping them rather than having tools handed to them. We'd rather have a seat at the table than on the sidelines. That still hasn't stopped people from saying, yeah, you know what, screw you guys, we're taking our ball and going home. No, yeah, they need to tread very lightly going forward.
I still feel like that has just a slight bit of sense.
Yeah. We'll see. Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour will star as father and daughter in a new Netflix series from Jack Thorne. The film follows an FBI agent who is forced back into the field when his estranged daughter vanishes on a mission. Got the official poster for the new film. With a cute cat that they go adopt. Disney has revealed a next-generation audio animatronic for the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, launching in Disney California today. Got a first look at a new Robot Chicken special celebrating Cartoon Network's 35th anniversary. Includes Batman, Scooby-Doo, Johnny Bravo, and more. Well, I mean, someone had to celebrate Cartoon Network's 35th anniversary. Specifically with plushies. Yeah, that's cute, yeah. I mean, mind you, you're giving it a little bit more space for, like, a section, but, I mean... So, makes sense. A five-part documentary the series will continue the network's eras and its artists throughout its history. A new short film in the Finding Nemo universe is set to works at Pixar. The short film follows Dory as she falls in love with a plastic bag that she thinks is a jellyfish. Got the first poster for the second stage of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steel Ball Run. Also, speaking of which, let me just go aside to my other website for a moment. We did actually just get a reveal of what the localized name for one of the abilities is. Now, the thing to keep in mind with JoJo is, like, a lot of the either characters or abilities are named after, like, musicians, songs, albums. So, when it gets brought to America, they end up changing these names. Like, let me just Google it. You know, because trademark, copyright, and all that stuff. So, in this case, the but the version is called Dirty Deeds Cheap, or E4C for short. Now, I believe in one early translation, I think it may have been one of the games, it was translated as Filthy Acts at a Reasonable Price. The new official translation is Devilish Deeds Done Damned Coldly. Which, I mean, it keeps the D4C, but it doesn't flow quite as well. Pedro Pascal was supposed to appear in Jackass Best and Last, but got sick at the last minute. Jeez, wow. The universe really must have been sick of Pedro Pascal being in everything. Like, oh god, Jackass 2. Okay, we can't have this, damn, he's sick now. The Incredibles and Ray Gunn director Brad Bird praises Netflix for supporting original films when other studios focus on IP. But we're in a time where people don't allocate big resources to original material as often as you would like. Yeah. It's like a rare Netflix win, I suppose. Tigers confirms that the dialogue in Werewolf is all 1300s Middle English. Quote, we worked with 2 Oxford professors on the dialogue, which is in Middle English, and then worked with a dialect coach on the way to temper the pronunciation. Okay, points to them for that. Going inaccurate language. Neat. Well, it's also shot on 35mm film, with main structure of a black and white film incorporated onto color film to create the unique look. Colin teases that some fan theories about Spider-Man's brand new take might be correct. Quote, some of the wildest fan theories are weirdly accurate to what is happening. First trailer for Breaking Bears, Brendan Fraser, Michelle Gellar, and Annie Murphy, and Josh Gad. The series follows a family of bears who go full criminal to stop frackers, mobsters, and a wolf pack from destroying their home. Releasing July 24th on Tubi. Okay, but did they also make drugs? Hey, Leslie Kaplan and Rob McElhenney will star in the live-action Far Cry series. It will release on June 30th, 2028 in theaters. The film will be an origin story of how a donkey became Donkey. Brad Bird says Ratatouille 2 won't happen. Quote, Pixar made little offense towards that to see how I would react. They'll crack a joke, but the joke will be a bit serious. It's like, would you? And I'm like, no, we told that story. Of course, an absolute Batman animated series is in the works. Scott Snyder will serve as showrunner. Just be glad it isn't Zack Snyder. Got the first promo image for Cyberpunk Season 2. A Crypto animated series is in the works. The series follows Crypto as he tags along with a gang of misfit criminal anomalies who live down the block. Developed by C.H. Greenblatt. A Joker anime is in the works. The series follows Joker as he launches a ruthless crusade through oh god, a bit of headache going on. Through Gotham's underworld to discover Batman's killer. Created by Solo Entertainment. Got a new look at Snoopy Unleashed. The film follows the Peanuts gang as they go on an emotional journey to New York after Snoopy runs away from home. GTA 6 will officially cost $80. The Ultimate Edition, which actually has content locked behind it, will cost $100. And the case will include no disc whatsoever. This has made people very upset. It's like, if you're gonna have people buy a case for a game, at least include something in it. Like, I don't know, if you buy the physical version of the game, it comes with, like, I don't know, the soundtrack on a disc where the game disc would normally be or something. You know, just give them something. You know. I mean, I can't imagine it would cost that much money because, like, CDs are probably, like, really cheap these days. Bubblegum and Marceline series is in the works. It'll be 10 episodes long for HBO Max. Got a first look at the animated Conan the Barbarian series created by Genndy Tartakovsky.
As good as he is, I hope he's biblically biblical.
Yeah.
Because as much as we love the Schwarzenegger films, they weren't from what I understand, they weren't exactly biblical.
Yeah. The first trailer for Batman Crusader Season 2 has been releasing July 31st on Prime Video. I got some concept art for the new Ghostbusters animated series set in 1994 and follows a new group of young Ghostbusters, releasing in 2027 on Netflix. The first trailer for The One Piece remake, releasing February 2027 on Netflix. And I believe despite attempts to get out of it, the original voice actress for Luffy is reprising. I believe I have a tab open for that one. Yeah, One Piece anime remake's first teaser trailer reveals Mayumi Tanaka's reprisal as Luffy. I believe originally it was like she wanted to not do the remake. Yeah, maybe let someone else do it because she's getting old. She's been for over 1,000 episodes, and this is like a remake. Yeah, it'll be better paced, but still, that's a whole another episode. Having to go through decades of content that'll take even more years. I can kind of see why she might maybe want to not have to do that.
Kind of depends, I guess. I mean, there are some reprisals that are respectful, such as Curtis serving with the Heat Miser and Jin Foray did rock and Bullwinkle for the movie.
Yeah, well, I think part of it's the fact that she'd be basically locked into yet another long-running series with no determined endpoint. Anyway, Invincible has been renewed for Season 6. Remember that GTA 6 Ultimate Edition has exclusive vehicles, weapons and outfits, car modification shops, exclusive facial hair, tattoo, nail, and makeup customization, special locations, and additional activities spread throughout Jason and Lucia's story. It's like I'm reminded of Usher's rap. It's like, oh yeah, about the full game, but if you want the actual full story, you have to buy this DLC. No joke. They actually locked the actual ending behind DLC. It was kind of a mess. And I'm kind of getting similar vibes from this. Like, they don't call it DLC; they call it the Ultimate Edition. But really, it's like a $20 DLC. Holland says his favorite villain from any Spider-Man film is Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus. I think that is a fair take. Honestly, for top Spider-Man film villains, I'd say it's either William Dafoe or Alfred Molina. Like those two just really hit it out of the park. And, like you kind of get a more emotional connection with Doctor Octopus, but William Dafoe just chews the scenery like crazy. I mean, hell, he was like the one saving grace for the Netflix the Netflix Death Note movie. I don't think they got him to play Ryu. Like, how did they manage that? Okay, so apparently Atomic was included first time as part of the outdated tech crew with Smarty Pants. But for several practical business reasons, we figured we probably couldn't get the deal approved, and we had to cut him. But the first teaser for Batman Nightfall, an R-rated trilogy of animated films. Oh yeah, they're animating Nightfall. That's like, okay, awesome. Mind you, the animation looks a little bit weird and it takes a little getting used to, but like, got Batman, got Bane, got Azrael. It's like, oh, it's gonna be great. And I'm really hoping this ends up to an eventual No Man's Land adaptation, because I like that storyline. Like, yeah, here's hoping we eventually get to that point.
AKA Harley's transition over to comics.
Yep. I believe that event actually introduced several characters that became long runners. Let me look at some. Okay, so yeah, it also introduced Cassandra Cain. So, yeah, that's also cool. A live-action Magic School Bus movie is going forward. Elizabeth Banks will star as Miss Frizzle. Okay, we'll see how this works. First look at the absolute Batman. Yeah. First look at the absolute Batman Funko Pop. Yep, that sure is Batman. I'm sorry, it's like with the Funko Pop style, it's really hard to tell the difference between this and like regular Batman. So the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day hasn't been revealed yet. But it's still very much a secret. It's unlike anything we've seen in one of these films before. The new Tom and Jerry movie is described as a La La Land style rom-com. The film follows Tom and Jerry, who are both adopted by a couple. The cat and mouse then launch a campaign to destroy each other and the couple's relationship. That's something.
does seem like at least they'll be once again going to the classic roots, while of course implementing it into something different. But it feels like
Yeah.
some semblance of the comfort zone is still there.
Yeah. Tom Holland reveals that one character in the MCU remembers Peter Parker's secret identity. Quote, no one remembers that Spider-Man is Peter Parker apart from one person. Now, a lot of people are guessing the Hulk. Not Bruce Banner, the Hulk. The funny option would be Wong, because during the whole thing in No Way Home, Wong sees what's going on, and it's like, okay, whatever it is that you're doing, keep me out of it. And thus, if he was kept out of the spell, he would remember. That's not likely to be the case, but that's like the funny option. Keanu Reeves is in talks to star in a live-action CG hybrid Lego movie. Josh Cooley is set to direct.
It's the director responsible for Transformers 1.
Yep. Live-action Sea of Thieves movies in the works. Dustin Daniel Cretton is set to produce. Zendaya calls out Tom Holland for trying to help her all the time when playing Insomniac Spider-Man. Quote, I get very frustrated because I want to play all by myself, and he'll try to come just like, let me help you. And I'm like, no, I need to do this on my own. You can't help me.
How long before we get a proper Banjo-Kazooie adaptation or something else classic rare?
Thing 3 and The Secret Life of Pets 3 are in early development. Pokemon Tales: The Misadventures of Sir Fetch'd and Pichu follow two Pokemon in the region of Galar that embark on quests to help and protect Pokemon across the region. The stop-motion series releases in 2027. Got first look at Let's Go Timmy, a new Shaun the Sheep spin-off series. The series follows Blitzer the dog as he's tasked with getting Timmy and his two best friends to school. Got a first look at Prehistoria, a new theatrical animated film directed by Vivian Medrano. A Thundercats movie is in the works, along with apparently a new Powerpuff Girls movie. Oh, so that Sir Fetch'd and Pichu series, apparently it's Aardman. Like, okay, that's interesting.
Obviously, of course, there's hopes that a certain person who paints the same other Transformers with these notes doesn't make their way into the certain kits.
Yeah. The Survivor animated movie is in the works. The contestants will be portrayed as cartoon animals in the film. Why? Who asked for this? Who gave this the green light? That the first trailer for The Room returns, starring Bob Odenkirk as Johnny. The film is a remake of The Room, shot in under 12 hours of no rehearsal. All proceeds from the film will go to charity. Oh my god. The blooper reel for the final season of The Boys has been released. Oh god, a blooper reel! Yes! Oh, blooper reels are like a lost art these days. More shows need them. The Amazing Digital Circus creator Goosebrook says she'd probably not make a sequel given the chance. Quote, I'm tired.
Much the same way that much the same way, of course, that Hirsch stuck to his guns with only 2 seasons.
X-Men 97 Season 3 has officially begun voice recording. Got a new poster for Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir Season 7. Coming soon to Disney Channel and Disney Plus. Ooh, okay, got some game and anime news. Pokemon Horizons Anime adds 2 new cast members. Record of Ragnarok Anime gets 4th season. Are you a landmine, Are you a landmine, Chihiro-san? Anime unveils more cast and staff, January delay, and music project. The Forsaken Sages and a foodie road trip in another world. Anime's second promo video previews ending song. Mika Picasso's Rebel Robotica project gets anime. Azusa Bando's I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl manga gets TV anime. Bleach, 1000 Year Blood War, the Calamity anime reveals song artists and July 25th debut. Red Cat Ramen anime's second season reveals more cast, January 2027 debut. Now anime previews second part and new theme songs in video. 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You Season 3's new video unveils opening song. Pale Blue anime gets second season. Currently, Toei Animation is working on a 2D, 3D hybrid film, Monkey Quest, for 2027. Send into Bookworm Part 3 anime's third video previews a new ending song. Rented Girlfriend anime gets 6th season. This series will never end. Snowball Earth gets new Hokuto no Ken Fist of the North Star anime's second part premieres in 2027. Skeleton Knight in Another World anime's season 2's video reveals cast members. Koto Morishida's The Fledgling Demon Lord Starter Shop manga gets a TV anime in July 2027. Sakamoto Days Season 2's teaser reveals new cast, updated staff, and January 2027 debut. Sonic Cross Crossworlds game, Sonic Racing Crossworlds game has classic Sonic, Crazy Taxi's Axel, and Samba de Amigos Amigo. Okay, cool. Hank and WEP partner to distribute Voltron franchise. The catalog involves the original Go Lion series, Director 15, The Third Dimension, and Voltron Force. The first, of course, being Lion Voltron and not Lion Voltron. Basically, the classic versions. And Smoker Cat Anime gets uncut, unleashed version. Okay, so that quote respects the work's directorial intent. The original manga contains toilet humor and gross-out comedy, so maybe that version has more of that included. So, knowledge may vary. Ghost in the Shell anime reveals English dubcast. Netflix streams second live-action Golden Kamuy film on July 13th. Musume Pretty Derby franchise announced its first world tour with performance in Los Angeles. Oh yeah, this was a surprise to me. Higurashi When They Cry franchise gets a new TV anime. And somehow it's by Studio Dean again, the guys who made the original 2000 series. I mean, all things considered, I mean, yeah, people criticize the 2000s version. But, I mean, yeah, the animation isn't exactly great at times, and it does leave out several parts of the the visual novel story, but it tells a pretty solid story through both seasons, so I mean, I had no issue with it. And apparently, they got a bunch of the original cast returning, so yay! Speaking of 2000s animes making a return, new Magical Girl Miracle Nanoha anime's latest video reveals new cast member. God of War Love may code release as early as February 2027. Capcom not interested in Resident Evil 5 and 6 remakes, apparently, or so it's claimed. EA holds third round of layoffs this year as $55 billion Saudi Arabia deal looms. I'm on my other websites, so maybe I'll find something, maybe not. It's always kind of like a gamble with this one, you know? So, if you bought movies on PlayStation, and they're gone. Yes. Yeah, you paid for these movies, but we don't own our deal with the various people right now, so we can't have these movies anymore, so neither do you. yo ho ho intensifies. Remember, if buying isn't owning, yeah.
Actually, when you look for it's Yar Harfildi.
Yep.
So glad I only rely on digital when it's only necessary.
Ooh. New Genji Tartakovsky series Heist Brothers in the works at Adult Swim.
Tickets available for 2 months full of events at Wolston. West of Tech Evos. Right for the CBKC. Things coming to deliver will be Progress Rail. Internet lights for Western Australia. G1 E under just northeastern Double scale now available at Bluebell. Central Grove Track from St. Lawrence County. feeling these are seamless. Winter Express trips.
The world's list of patch notes for version 1.0 is reported to be 27 pages in total length. That's at Freddy's 3, chaps Gary Doberman to pen script.
Jones with three grandparents, the friends and family of David Clayton Thomas. Let's put here. Spinning Wheel Grand winner 1970. Jim Olsen. Visual effects artist. Star Wars. Phantom Menace. Star Trek. Red Rabbit. And surprisingly, only pony related news this week. Louis De La Rosa. Animated for the Gen 4 pony film, as well as Into the Spider-Verse Next Guinevere. Had premiered at Reader World at the NC Festival, but went into an accident shortly afterwards. let's have where best has been. Wait, let's see how the so, but hopefully things keep okay. Like I say, so let's to start the current month offline at least, and a few other things besides. Let's hope we can finish next week. That's too much trouble. Till our arrangements for then. Stay safe, stay well, good night, stupid, pray.